What is up, everybody? It is the weekly huddle. It was me and Owen back at it again. Now, this time we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to venture into the world of fantasy football. Now, of course, I have this fantasy football league that I have right here. I have it's just with some of my friends, nothing too crazy, but what we're going to do is me and Owen are going to go through together and kind of do this draft and kind of take you through our thought process when doing it. So, Owen, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know how good you are at fantasy drafting.
I don't know either, but I mean...
We did a fantasy draft yesterday, and someone drafted... was it Patrick Mahomes, like, 3rd overall, Russell Wilson in the 2nd round, Josh Allen in the 3rd round. I was going to smack some bitches.
Just to note, this is PPR. So
that's why McCaffrey's won?
Right now, my thinking, probably Kamara.
At 4th? He's probably going to be gone. I don't trust Dalvin Cook.
It's either going to be, you don't trust Cook? I don't trust Cook.
He gets hurt every year.
That is true. I would take
Kamara over Cook. I would take Michael Thomas 4th overall. He had like 180 catches last year, and it's PPR. It's a point per catch.
Yeah. So it's definitely either Kamara or Thomas. I would say I like Henry if he could catch. He doesn't catch anything, so it doesn't help in PPR.
How many receptions did he have last year? 'Cause me and my brother got in an argument about Leonard Fournette not catching the ball in the backfield, but he had 74 receptions last year. So click on Derrick Henry's name real quick. See how many catches he had last year. You passed it already.
Oh my God.
Draft day.
What the fuck was that?
That was really loud.
You passed it already.
Did I? Where was it?
Yeah, it's up there.
Oh, yeah.
He had 18 receptions.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
What is talking?
I don't know. I had a Geico ad. That's what was talking.
Fuck Geico.
Hey, you could save 15% or more on car insurance if you switch.
Is that save drivers save 40%?
Hey, we're not sponsored by Geico, but...
But are we sponsored by Safe Drivers Save 40%?
Alright, something tells me that there's going to be a lot of auto picks.
Why do you say that? Who are you doing this draft with?
This is some of my friends. One of them is in the other league that we did, Jake. And then it's just a couple of, like, mostly his friends, but now we're all just kind of like mutual friends at this point because this is like our 3rd year doing this. So
okay, how many rounds do you want to include on the podcast? Because like the draft we did had like 9 people in it. It took 45 minutes, even with auto picks.
This is gonna be less. This is 6 people.
6 people.
Yeah, this is only 6. This is
your team is about to be beyond stacked.
Every team's about to be gone. Is the moral of the story.
Wait, can you even though you're sharing a screen, can you still see the other Zoom call chat?
The Zoom chat?
Yeah,
I can see you, but not the chat.
Okay, I was saying, could you see me still?
Yeah, I can see you, and I can see Brody. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, you can see Brody's left bicep.
Yes, and half of his face. I see him flexing.
How is it taking so long to draft 2nd overall? It's literally...
I'm going to text the group chat that we have to let them know
that the draft started?
Yeah.
Are you running this league or is someone else running it?
Someone else is, but... Yeah.
Also, roster limits are gay.
What?
Roster limits are gay.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be taking 8 running backs anyway, but it's still gay.
No, yeah, you should just take 8 running backs and
fuck receivers.
That's your team. Yeah, exactly. Who needs receivers?
I had a question for you. I was raising this with my brother when I was talking to him, and now I can't remember it. What the fuck?
I was ready for it, and then you just...
I had it for a second. What was it?
Bit.
Shut up. You know, with every blue ball, at least you finish eventually.
Okay. Ignore what you just said.
What was I gonna say? I really can't remember. I'm mad. I'll ask you when it comes back to me. But you're
Okay.
You're about to know. I don't think the third overall pick's that hard to. Do you know who's running what team? Because someone keeps leaving and joining the draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget who is running what team. It's not this guy. Yeah, I'm not too sure who is doing what. So I don't know who this guy is that's not going. But I said that we're drafting, and then 3 people responded. So that's 4 people.
4 of 6. So that's
4. What a turnout.
when they don't draft, isn't it switch from auto pick?
It switches them to auto unless they come back and take it off auto. Which I think someone did because there's only one.
Yeah, but I think he was the only one who auto picked so far. Didn't the first overall pick guy?
No, they both auto picked, and then.
Are you the only one on this draft?
No, there's people here. It's just everyone that's like later.
Everyone who missed it was just so happened to have the first 3 picks.
Pretty much, it seems like.
You're fucking luck, isn't it? All right, take Michael Thomas. In a PPR league, you want to take Michael Thomas over Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook.
Okay. Michael Thomas, first pick on our team. I'm Horny is up next.
Oh my god.
I didn't make the team.
See,
there.
Okay, well, he took Kamara. Oh my god, the next team's name is based on Alvin Kamara, and the guy took Kamara right before he picked. Oh, he must be pissed.
That's tough.
Now he's got to change his entire team name. Unless it's not based off of Kamara, and I'm just stupid.
I mean, I'd assume it is.
It's Kamarica, so it's supposed to be like Captain America. I'm assuming it's Captain Kamarica. Like that's it. Because his logo is the Avengers logo.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just assuming. Oh, it's Captain Kamarica. Okay, so he's
what you said is right.
He's probably a little tight, if he's even on the draft. Which by the fact that it's still going, I don't think so. So we have what are the team names?
We have Team Lagrasso. We got Cosby's Drinks. We got Team Wilkins. We got me, which is Little Tabernacle. Yo, I'm upset because in Madden, they have my last name Taber as like some provocative term. I can't put my last name.
Why does Madden deem your last name provocative that you can't use it?
I don't know. The only meaning I found was that it's some like African drum. I don't know what my name is to them. That it's like.
Oh, he's actually there because he drafted Dalvin Cook. I think he was just getting mad about being Kamara. I would go, if I were you, your next pick, I would go either, I don't know, because it's still PPR. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, here's my thinking. I'm trying to think of a running back that'll catch passes. Austin Eckler is going to catch a lot of passes. That's why I drafted him in our PPR league. But so will Kenyon Drake, so will CEH. I ain't seen this.
Well, there goes him.
So. Right. Well, that was So I would go with either Mixon, Drake, or Eckler, but I'm leaning towards Eckler.
Right.
I mean, they have another. Who's the other running back? Like Justin Jackson. They're like talking about they're gonna split carries, but Eckler's gonna get most of the receptions. And he had like 10 100-yard receiving games last year or something stupid. He had some crazy ass receiving stats. I looked it up when I was drafting.
Right. I usually would lean more towards Joe Mixon, but Mixon has kind of been letting me down as of recent. So I'm going to agree with you and go with Eckler.
Okay, yeah. I would have went with him. Nick Chubb's good too, but he also has to split a full season of Kareem Hunt. And Josh Jacobs is really good. He's definitely, like in my opinion, like a top 5 running back already. But
I also don't want like my top receiver and my top running back to be out in the same bye week. So
what bye week is?
It's 6 for
Thomas. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I didn't want to have that.
And you know for a fact, Jacobs is not going to be there because there's 3 autos. So say goodbye to the top 3 people unless they come back, because the autos will just take the number 1 guy on the board.
Right.
Well, unless I think does the auto change it up when you have positional needs? Because I've never auto drafted the entire draft before.
Maybe at the end. Like it'll like your last 2 picks I think will be like defense and kicker. Maybe. If I'm remembering that right. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Right, next I'm probably thinking I'm thinking Julio Jones, but it pisses me off that he doesn't catch touchdowns.
I think you should go with another running back.
You think running back?
I think running back. I'm leaning.
Kenyon's still there. I could go Kenyon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the argument my brother was having because he was saying he thinks Kenyon Drake's going to be a major fantasy bust because they really like Chase Edmonds. They used him a lot before Drake got there, but then used Drake more, but they could still split it up and rotate it a lot more.
He's also gone.
Oh, he's also gone. Yeah, that helps a little bit.
It's either Aaron Jones or take a wide receiver before this big wide receiver haul comes.
I think you should just go wide receiver because Aaron Jones is not going to split with A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Julio Jones probably.
Julio over DeAndre Hopkins?
I'm going to say yes.
Why?
I'd go Julio.
But then Julio is the same bye week as Eckler.
That is true, but then I just have to draft smart with bye weeks going forward.
Yeah, and Hopkins could potentially still be there at your next pick. I doubt it, but he could be.
He could. So I'll go Julio,
Yeah.
and then...
If anything, you can get Kittle with your next pick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't... Here's the thing with me when I draft fantasy. I don't take quarterbacks to, 8th round, 9th round earliest.
For me, it just depends on, I follow the vibe of, how people are picking.
Okay, if it's the 6th round and Mahomes is still there, I'm going to take Mahomes, obviously, but he's not going to be there. He might be there now because it's only a 6-person draft, but in, an 8 to 10-person league that I usually do, if I don't draft quarterbacks till, really late because they're all... I would wait till the 7th or 8th round draft to Josh Allen, who's going to get you a lot of points on the Josh Allen, the Kyler Murray kind of person.
Right.
And then my backup quarterback will be a boomer bust kind of guy, like a Drew Lock or a Baker Mayfield, or a Joe Burrow maybe. I would take someone who has the potential to put up a lot of points, but is getting overlooked because he's not proven like the other guys, like the top picks, obviously.
Right. Makes sense.
Now, I'm thinking, looking at this board. Oh, Kittle went. Looking at this board, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are there, but they're going to take away each other's targets.
That's why I don't like drafting either of them.
You have Aaron Jones and DeAndre Hopkins still there, so you're going to get one of them. Or you have both of them now. Who did he just take? He just took Mike Evans over DeAndre Hopkins and Aaron Jones. You could have Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, and DeAndre Hopkins, the top 3 best wide receivers in the league, on the same team. If you don't do that, I'm backhanding you.
I definitely should do that just to say I have the top 3 wide receivers in the league on my team.
I was going to say, if you don't do that, I'm backhanding you.
And plus, there are a lot of really valuable running backs moving forward. So that's fine.
I think you should go. I don't know. There's not a lot of. There's a lot on the board right now, because you have receivers. Unless you want to draft another receiver for your. Oh, you already have a receiver for your flex. There's nothing. You would need go to change positions. Go to running back. See who's there. Yeah, David Johnson.
A lot.
I'm high on David Johnson this year. I think the Texans are moving more towards a run-based offense, but I wouldn't take him at this pick.
Yeah, I agree.
I
don't trust Gurley.
Maybe is Mahomes still there?
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson.
No, Lamar Jackson. Oh, he is there.
Yeah.
Oh, I would rather have Mahomes than Lamar Jackson. Mahar Jackson.
Jesus really? Christ. I would rather have Lamar.
Why?
I feel like Lamar is going to get me more of those rushing points and rushing touchdowns than Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is going to get me more touchdowns through the air, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
2 people on week 10 bye, so I think week 8 Lamar.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, see, that's good.
And then running back next.
Yeah, definitely running back. Or if none of the running backs look appealing, which they don't really look appealing. Unless there's a run of running backs right now, I would say maybe go tight end next, because you can get a Darren Waller or I don't know who's left at tight end right now.
In a lot of my leagues, I've been going Higbee.
Higbee's a good, but he also has to split receptions with Everett.
True, I still trust him though. I still feel like he's gonna get good production.
I always draft Evan Ingram, and he always disappoints me. I don't know why I do it every year. But Zach Ertz is still there.
Yeah, I'll probably go Ertz if he's there.
Ertz, maybe Mark Andrews. I mean, I don't know.
Waller, because I mean, who else does Vegas have?
They have Henry Ruggs, and Tyrell Williams is out for the season, but they have Henry Ruggs, and that's Hunter Renfrow. But I mean, they didn't have much last year anyway. They didn't even have a Henry Ruggs last year. They had AB for about 3 preseason weeks.
Just drafted Odell. I would never draft Odell.
I wouldn't draft any Browns wide receiver. I would draft Baker Mayfield. I wouldn't draft any of his supporting cast besides like Nick Chubb.
That's how I feel about the Bills. I don't trust drafting any of the Bills wide receivers.
The only one I would draft would be Diggs, which I have.
Even so, for me, it's just like, well, then a lot of the deep balls are going to go to Brown, and then a lot of the short balls are going to go to a Beasley for maybe those like.
I think you're overestimating how much John Brown is going to be able to get open with Stephon Diggs across from him, because they're going to be running a lot of coverage stuff. If anything, going by that logic, I'd draft a running back first before any of them, because they're going to be respecting Diggs on the deep ball as well.
So you'd rather pick, say, Singletary over one of their receivers?
Maybe even Moss, because I've been hearing Moss.
The rumors.
I would wait. I would take Moss in like the 11th, 12th round if he was still there, because people keep saying he's going to get more. He's going to get more and more of the load as the season goes on.
Yeah.
That they keep saying that he's too good of a talent. That Singletary is going to be like more of the third down back, and Moss is going to get the first 2 downs. So if you wait, if you get running, he'll be like a third string running back. Like you draft another running back.
Yeah, there's a run on running backs right now, so I think I got to draft one.
Yeah. If you draft a running back, then
I like Akers and Swift. I don't know which one of them is gonna.
I'd like Jonathan Taylor more than both of them.
You like Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, because I mean they have weapons on passing game with Phil Rivers. They got T.Y. Hilton, and they got Michael Pittman, so they have to respect the pass, but also Jonathan Taylor. But then Marlon Mack is there too, so he's going to cut into his carries. DeAndre Swift has Kerryon Johnson. Cam Akers has Darrell Henderson. So everyone there has like guys that are going to cut into him. You don't want
That's why you go with Akers, because I feel like he's going to get cut into the least
by Henderson, but Cam Akers is unproven, so you don't know if taking him. Yeah, he's going to get the last.
All of them are unproven, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless I just go with someone like James.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just go Connor to just cut this all off and just go Connor and not worry about it. Or
that would be 3 8s. I'm not doing that to myself.
Or hear me out. You go David Montgomery. I drafted him last year and he paid off some weeks. Was not the other weeks, but they're talking about using it a lot more now.
A part of me really wants to take a bet on Raheem.
Yeah, but he also has Jerick McKinnon and Tevin Coleman? Yeah, Tevin Coleman cutting into his carries. He has like three running backs that have options to get carries, or 2, and you check. I would go.
It'd be Montgomery or Taylor.
I would go Taylor, honestly.
You would go Taylor?
Yeah. Because Marlon Mack, they're going to use him in the early downs. Marlon Mack will be the pass option of anything, because that was his one knock in college, was that he didn't catch enough. And Marlon Mack is your stereotypical like pass. Definitely Waller here.
Yeah, agreed.
The only problem is now Waller and Michael Thomas at the same bye week,
which is
6.
Fine.
And it's a really early bye week too, so it's not like it's going to hurt you that bad.
Right. And I mean, no matter what you do in this league, bye weeks aren't going to hurt, because I have the 3 best receivers.
Right. Yeah, so even if you lose one of them, you still have 2 of the other league's top receivers.
Yeah.
I would look at another. Yeah, just go to auto position for now. AJ Brown's a good pickup, but the auto picks are going to grab. I know you pick them for the auto picks.
If they pass on AJ Brown,
I would take him definitely. If not, I don't know why Todd Gurley is that high. He gets hurt all the damn time.
Yeah, I really am not high at all on Todd Gurley.
I'm not high on any of the. I'm not high on Gurley, and I'm not high on any of the Rams players. Like Robert Woods is there, Cam Akers is there. Cam Akers is probably the only one I would consider drafting. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp are going to have to fight for receptions, which, I mean, I had Cooper Kupp when they still had Robert Woods, and he still did really good for me. but
I think the move is either AJ Brown or I would say Lockett, but
no.
It's sixth. So even though I really like Lockett,
scroll down a little bit. I mean, you got Terry McLaurin, but who's gonna?
yeah,
And if Alex Smith is back, you have Keenan Allen.
I don't know how much I trust Keenan Allen with Tyrod.
What about Chark? He's literally their only offensive weapon.
Yeah, I love Chark.
And his division's kind of weak, especially at corner.
Yeah, Chark is always like one of my favorites. Like if he's there,
I was super high on him when he came out of the draft, and I really wanted the Bills to draft him, but then they didn't, and I was really pissed. And then he only had 14 catches his rookie season, so I was like, oh, maybe never mind. Maybe we shouldn't have drafted him. Then he had 1,000 yards receiving, and I was like, fuck.
I think this is just AJ Brown. If he gets drafted right now, then
panic.
Chark.
If it's AJ Brown, if he gets drafted, panic. Unless I'm horny, goes in auto picking. I can't believe I just said that. I'm not trying to make a joke about it.
I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, who did he just pick? Oh, he picked up Lockett. Okay, so then
I keep seeing the top of it. I keep seeing the top of the thinking it's the pick, but it's just saying the next person who's next best on the board. Someone drafted Kareem Hunt. I would still go Chark. I would just grab Chark. I would also grab Chark.
5 wide receivers?
Why not?
Well, that's not unheard of.
A wide receiver is also your flex, so you're starting 3 every week, basically.
Yeah, I'm always used to just having like 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs, and then like backups.
I don't
like deep leagues.
I don't usually get backups for kickers and defenses, even in deep leagues, where like there's a lot of teams.
When I have like a 20-person league,
I might only get a backup defense. I wouldn't get a backup kicker because I mean all kickers are the same. To be honest with you, unless you're getting Justin Tucker, all kickers are the same.
Yeah, I mean defense. It's like you just play them based on matchup.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'd only get a backup defense. I would get the backup defense just to play a matchup, and that's why That's why I only get a backup kicker. Sometimes I don't get a backup quarterback because it depends on I'm feeling the draft. If there's no like quarterback I think is worthy of getting drafted in the backup, or like if there's someone there, if this person I'm going to draft is going to fall to free agency anyway, and I could just pick him up whenever I need him on that week anyway. I do it because then I can play around with matchups with the running backs and wide receivers and even tight ends better with more spaces available.
Okay.
So you definitely need a running back.
Still here, but
you definitely need a running back.
Someone drafted Devin Singletary. Interesting.
That's not a bad pick. Antonio Gibson, is he? No.
I feel like they're gonna like sign someone.
Bryce Love is their starting running back right now.
Bryce Love is?
Yeah, he had a really good camp. That's why they cut Peterson. Not because Peterson was doing bad per se, but because he was expensive, old, and Bryce Love was phenomenal. Actually, Peterson is on the Vikings now, isn't he? Or on Lions? So they have 3 running backs that could realistically start.
I'm trying to think about too much. Washington.
Yeah, Bryce Love is going to be their starter.
They only have him projected like 67 points.
Yeah, I would, if anything, late round gem, grab Bryce Love.
Yeah. For right now,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't touch a Tampa Bay running back because Ronald Jones is the alleged starter right now, but I don't trust that he'll be able to keep that job the whole season, especially with Fournette breathing down his neck and Shady. I would go David Montgomery. To be honest, he's still there.
That is true. I was looking lower, and then I just kind of like skipped over.
And then I would also grab like Zach Moss and then also Bryce Love. I would grab both of them. Which would be...
If he starts popping off, then Zach Moss now.
Yeah. Wait till like the 16th round to grab Bryce Love, because if you need other positions first, obviously. What defenses are there? Did anyone draft a defense yet?
All of them. I was just thinking, definitely go defense.
Yeah. Now, here's a question. What defense do you go?
Bills.
Over Steelers? The Steelers had... The Bills didn't get as many sacks as the Steelers last year, and sacks count as points.
So do picks.
Right, but look at the... Oh, are those projected?
I mean, the Bills like are gonna, because you don't get points for like batting it at the line. If you did, the Bills would be the top defense.
Yeah.
All day.
So do you trust our second corner?
I'd say yeah.
Hmm.
I do, honestly.
Yeah, you could. Why is the Patriots defense so high up?
I never know. I drafted them in one of my leagues. I think it was the one we did, and I was sitting there like, why did I just do that?
That's kind of stupid.
It was. I just saw defense, and then I was like, I don't know who to go, so I just.
If you draft, I would say draft the Bills, and then with your next pick, draft the Broncos defense because they're getting Bradley Chubb back. You start the Bills defense against the Jets because the Broncos are against the Titans. And then you just keep starting the Bills defense until either the A, they fail you, or B, you notice that Broncos are coming back to form sack-wise.
Yeah.
So I would grab Bills and then Broncos next if I were you. Is everyone else auto-drafting besides you and one other person?
It's 3 people are here, 3 people are auto.
Okay. Oh, is Tyler Boyd still there? He's criminally underrated.
He is underrated.
But they also have T. Higgins and A.J. Green now.
Still.
But he still had, I think he had, almost 1,000 yards last year. He can't be that low, right? He can't be below LaVisca Chenault. Search his name.
Yeah.
Well,
here, I'll just do
Yeah. Oh, he was drafted already.
Huh.
He was the only receiver from the Bengals drafted. Oh yeah, he went like 5 picks ago.
Oh.
I saw Will Fuller, and at first I thought it was orange. He was wearing orange and black, but it's the red and black, and I thought of Tyler Boyd, and he was like 5 players up.
Okay, defense.
Also, I in your opinion, what Cowboys receiver would you draft first?
Just as a point of reference, I'm gonna. Never mind. Hold on. Okay.
You got. Yeah, there you go.
I'd go Gallup.
Personally, I believe this, and I also did it. That's why I'm asking. I drafted CeeDee Lamb first.
You have to CeeDee Lamb first.
Now, all right. Now, hear me out. He's gonna be playing in the slot, right? Which is the easiest to get open because you know you can't be jammed at the line, which was his biggest issue in college. Randall Cobb had like 700 receiving yards with the Cowboys last year out of the slot. Now you got CeeDee Lamb in the slot with them trying to cover both. They're gonna have their best corners on Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper. That's gonna leave CeeDee Lamb out of the slot, easiest place to get open from. Especially if you know what you're doing, which he does, and he's got like twice, if not 3 times, the amount of talent Randall Cobb has. He's gonna have 1,000 yards next year. I drafted him. I'm not gonna start him right away, but mark my words, he's gonna have like at least like 2 20-point games in the first like 6 weeks of the season.
I could see that. I'm just always like, I just love Michael Gallup. I never trust Amari Cooper.
Gallup's gonna be a free agent next year. He's not gonna be able to resign. They don't have the money.
Wow. That didn't even cross my mind. Speaking of money, Trey White.
Oh yeah. So now, is that all the big free agents we were worried about coming from last year? Because we were worried about Dawkins, White.
Oh,
we have Milano.
Who we haven't signed.
And then next year is Edmonds and Allen.
Yep, Edmonds and Allen are next.
Well, after Milano.
So I think we're probably gonna end up moving on from Milano.
Yeah, which hurts my soul.
We're probably gonna find good. We could probably get something good in a trade for him, and then save that money that we would have spent on him. Get rid of Trent Murphy, and then
Murphy's contract's about the end of this year anyway.
Is it okay? Then we're just not gonna resign, and then use that money for Allen and.
We could cut Addison after this year to save a bunch of money.
We could. And what, use like a first round pick to kind of... What would you use a first round pick over if we lose Milano and Addison? Would you rather use it on the linebacker?
Well, the linebackers in this draft, I actually read a mock draft today that dropped today about this upcoming draft. We had us taking Dylan Moses with our first round pick. They didn't even predict us losing Milano. They just said we needed a better rank. We needed a better linebacker.
Wow.
First off, I was like, fuck you. But second off, I was like, that's not a bad idea. If a Dylan Moses or, God forbid, a Micah Parsons falls to you, Micah Parsons is going to be like a top 5 pick, so he's probably not going to fall to us. Unless we trade up. Then, if one of those two guys are there, I'd take them in the first round. If not, I'd probably look pass rusher or trade down. And then use a second round pick on a linebacker. I mean, Milano was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I mean, our team, our guys are really good at finding good talent late or even undrafted. What do we have, like 3 starters that are undrafted? Who are the undrafted? We got like Levi Wallace.
Quentin Spain.
There was like who is it?
Ty Naseki, I think. Someone else.
Yeah, I think we can do.
Do you want to draft a backup tight end or backup quarterback right now?
I mean, I feel like backup quarterback, I can wait till next time. Because everyone's auto, remember?
Everyone's auto now? Oh, yeah, you could. You could. Yeah.
So I'm saying go tight end. Probably go I might bet on Higbee or I'll just go something safe. Like Henry.
Evan Ingram is still there.
You were just talking smack about Ingram.
Right, but you already have Darren Waller tight end. Darren Waller is kind of a not safe pick anyway. Yeah, I think Hunter Henry would be the safest pick there.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because Waller has a week 6 bye. I think Hunter Henry's your safest pick.
All right, and we'll let the autos do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback, probably just go Allen.
Is he still there? Oh, he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure, go Allen. He's good for like 30 points a week.
Yeah, true.
Because like if he throws for 200, rushes for like 60, and gets like a two passing and 1 rushing touchdown, that's at least 30 points. God forbid he catches another pass.
God tries to throw it back. Whoa, pause.
Right. Whoa. Throwing it back. You trying to throw it back?
He tries to do the WAP dance.
Oh, God. Jesus. Don't give them the idea because their marketing team might actually make them do it.
Oh, I want to see that. I'd pay to see that.
No, you'd pay to see Josh Allen twerk. You'd pay to see Josh Allen twerk.
No, but I want to watch it.
Do you have socks on at least? Do you have socks on?
Yes, I do have socks on.
All right.
Listen, we good.
So yeah, we're gonna draft a kicker, and that's to be the last pick of your draft.
Yeah, and we can probably just go through and see how other people.
Yeah, and then this will probably be like a shorter episode. To be honest with you, we just did the draft, and then we're gonna do. I just want to go through because we're recording this on the Monday before week 1. I want to go through each game of the week and just say who we think is gonna win. Basically, that thing. I might even write it down just to like.
Oh, each game of week 1.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. And then maybe like pick one game that's like a must-see kind of thing.
And maybe like what do they refer to it as? Not like a sleeper game, but like.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about though. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, so there were. I was getting told about this ESPN simulated season thing, and they predicted Baker Mayfield gets benched by week 6, right? Week 8. Baker Mayfield gets benched by week 8. Who's the backup quarterback on the Browns?
Case Keenum.
Oh, for Case Keenum? I would not. No matter how the season goes, I would not bench Baker Mayfield for Case Keenum.
Playing cap.
Because like he had that 1 year with the Vikings, but then he reverted back to regular Case Keenum.
Yes, but what did he really have with the Vikings, weapons-wise?
That's fair. He would have weapons that are similar.
Give him the chance because Baker Mayfield ain't doing shit with his weapons, and he's got weapons like the U.S. military.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I guess he would have weapons, but I mean, I don't know. And Kevin Stefanski was one of his coaches when he was there. I guess I can see the logic behind that.
All right, so we're going Butker, right?
You could. Prater has got a leg on him. He hits shits from like 60 plus. That's a 6-point kick, 7-point kick.
That 5 bye week is also looking very
Very nice. Yeah. All right. I think he did pretty good. I mean, it was also only a 6-team goddamn draft, but I mean.
All right, let's go through. I'm gonna do it via matchups. How do I do that on computer?
Just hit current mashup up there, up top.
Current. Where do you see that? Am I dumb?
Yes, you're blind. It's underneath your logo.
What?
Look at the logo of your team.
Yeah. Okay. Logo.
Current.
Oh.
Matchup. There you go. Click the whole box.
Wait.
Click the box.
Is the box?
Yeah.
Okay. I do this on my phone, but now my phone's broke, so this is like.
I used to have to do this all on my computer. Oh yeah, they give who has the advantage. So
that's cool.
They're giving you the advantage with Lamar Jackson over Deshaun Watson, and they're giving him the advantage with both running back spots, Ezekiel Elliott and Derrick Henry over Austin Eckler and Jonathan Taylor. I would keep, for the love of God, keep Jonathan Taylor in against Jacksonville. Their run defense is horrid. And Austin Eckler versus Cincinnati, your running backs are going to outscore his running backs. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Ezekiel Elliott has to run against goddamn Aaron Donald week 1. You got the advantage in every wide receiver and tight end in defense. So you have quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, flex, and defense all in your favor. He has both running backs and kicker. They're giving,
and he's projected to win.
Yeah, he's projected to win by 1.5 points.
What is this?
How does that even make any logical sense?
It's because the running backs are outweighed so much. Like the 50 versus 26.
What DeAndre Hopkins is facing San Francisco his first week. I don't know how I like that. Chark's against Indy. Brown is against Denver. I mean, if anything, I would change out DeAndre Hopkins for someone. But even then, that sounds kind of blasphemy. So I also probably wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm not dropping D-Hop, just taking him out of the starting lineup.
For who?
I don't know. He's got a stacked team. It's not like he's not. I'm arguing with Brody right now. It's not like it's not. It's his flex, so he has to choose. He can choose anyone to play.
And who does he have to choose from?
AJ Brown versus Denver, DJ Chark versus Indy, David Montgomery at Detroit, Zach Moss against the Jets, and Hunter Henry against the Bengals.
And who's D-Hop against?
San Francisco, one of the best defenses in
Richard
the league.
Sherman.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
Now I'll still kick your ass.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I would have to sleep on it. I wouldn't be able to make the decision right now. I'd have to really think about it. What would you do? What would you do, Captain Fantasy Football over there?
I'd almost go with Moss.
Moss? I was thinking that. I was thinking take D-Hop out for Moss against the Jets, but
because the Jets, I mean, they're not.
The Jets had the third overall run defense last year.
Yeah, but that was last year. This year.
That's fair. But they also did it without C.J. Mosley all of last year as well. So the C.J. Mosley really doesn't take a hit on it. The only real loss they had to the run defense was Jamal Adams, and he played safety.
I also don't like not knowing how they're going to split carries.
We're at Buffalo, right?
Yeah, it's on, but we also don't know if they're gonna split how they're gonna split the carries. They might give single, like how last year they started out because Gore was the veteran.
You're right.
They might give him the more carries in the beginning.
I'd go with D-Hop.
You would stick with D-Hop?
Yeah. Not against the 49ers.
Yeah, I would. They lost the corner and a safety. I'd go with D-Hop.
So what?
All they have is Sherman. I'd go with D-Hop.
I might say go AJ Brown against the Broncos.
Honestly, man, I had. You said he had DJ Chark.
Yeah, against Indy.
I had him last year, and he was hit or miss. But when he would hit, man, it was like 35 points a week.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Self-admittedly, I don't know who Indy has in their secondary.
I can't really think of their corners right now, but they're not great.
I'm about to say, I feel like if they were good, we'd know.
They have Malik Hooker at safety. He was like the 11th overall pick a couple years ago.
But Chark, the last time he played Indy,
Last time he played them, holy
He got
crap.
30 points, and then he got 7 points.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Chark last time he played Indy, the first time he played him last year, he got 30 points, and then the second time he got 7.
That's what I'm saying. When he was hit, he was hit. But when he missed, he was fucked.
Compared to, I don't know if Hopkins faced.
That was the gamble I always took.
Did the Texans face the 49ers last year? No, but
nah.
who was a good defense that he faced? He faced New England. He had 5 receptions for 64 yards. He had 15 points against New England's defense last year. That's not bad.
Who was that still? Chark?
D-Hop.
Oh.
He had 15. But he also had Deshaun Watson throwing it to him.
Deshaun Watson, not fucking Baby Yoda for a quarterback.
He also had 7 points against Carolina, so I don't.
Yeah, that's a little iffy. What about? I'm still thinking. I say you should start AJ Brown against Denver, because Denver, their cornerbacks are Bryce Callahan. I looked this is what me and my brother were arguing about, because I was talking about starting. He was talking about AJ Brown versus DJ Chark for Week 1, and I said AJ Brown is facing Denver. Why would you want to start him? He said their starting cornerbacks are Bryce Callahan and AJ Boye. AJ Boye was good for like 1 season.
Yeah.
And Bryce Callahan was like the number 3 corner on the Bears, and he's their nickel corner. So their starting outside corner is going to be some rookie. So he's going to get shadowed by Boye, and I think Brown could exploit that a little bit. Anyway, and that's thinking if Tannehill can repeat what he did.
But can he? I feel like he could, but
If anything, I think he could still, like, the only negative you probably have to think about it is that they're gonna have Justin Simmons like zoning his side of the field.
right.
But at the same time, they have what's his face, the other wide receiver, Corey Davis, and they have to worry about Derrick Henry. So there's gonna be a lot of different like mismatch. Like they're gonna be keying a lot of different things. So I'm thinking like maybe like the play action pass game could probably benefit him a lot. I'd say my final opinion would be to start Brown against Denver versus Hopkins at San Fran.
Okay, I didn't realize how long it took Brown to really like kick it up. He was kind of
Yeah, I mean he was a rookie receiver getting adjusted to NFL.
Yeah,
Once the bye week hit, he had 23, 7, 33, 25, 15, and 22.
when he blew up.
Yeah, so I mean,
He had a single reception and got 15 points.
he had 1 carry for 49 yards and a touchdown.
He had a reception and a carry.
Yeah,
He got 15 points.
I'm surprised he only had 2 targets that game.
That is surprising. He had 13 targets this week. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know, that's what I'm guessing. That's my opinion.
Okay. All right, I'll probably adjust that. I want to go through some of the other ones. Like, let's see, like what like if we were like the manager of their teams, what would we do with theirs?
Okay.
Like, say if we were who we were facing.
I would take Allen Robinson out regardless.
Yeah.
I would replace him. He's got Calvin Ridley, Cooper Kupp, and Terry McLaurin, and Keenan Allen, and Tyler Boyd. He has like 9 receivers.
He was auto drafted.
Yeah. I would put, if I was him, I would put McLaurin in against Philadelphia over Allen Robinson versus Detroit.
I agree 100%. I like that.
Because Calvin Ridley's against Seattle, Cooper Kupp's against Dallas, Amari Cooper is against the Rams, who he's going to be shaded by Jalen Ramsey. Keenan Allen, or Keenan Allen against Cincinnati, but I don't know if I trust Tyrod over.
I'd have to see the Chargers operate before I
Right,
trust.
but who's the starting quarterback for Washington? Is it Haskins or is it Smith?
I don't think we know yet. I think either way, McLaurin is going to do good, though. If he did good with Haskins, he's going to do good with Smith.
Yeah, that's fair. See, if I was him, the only change I'd make on his team would be to put Terry McLaurin against Philly instead of Robinson at Detroit. That's the only thing I'd really change. Other than
that's the only thing we really can.
Because, I mean, he's projected for 13 points. If he did that, yeah, you still have him at wide receiver. Your wide receivers are just too good.
Yeah. Even though he drafted like 20, but...
Right, he drafted a bunch of them, and they're all good. But I mean,
Right.
I would still take. Yeah, I still don't understand how you're not favored.
Yeah, that's kind of whack. All right, let's move on to Captain Kamarika versus I'm Horny. Not getting over.
So they have Mahomes better than Prescott. That's good. That's fair. Cook better than Kamara. I don't think
Wow.
that's right.
Cook is facing Green Bay, and Kamara's facing
Tampa Bay.
I'd definitely take Kamara.
I'm taking Kamara regardless.
Yeah, I mean, because Green Bay's defense is still good. It's not like they are.
And then I disagree with this one too. They have Chris Carson. They have Clyde Edwards-Helaire over Chris Carson.
Carson's facing Atlanta. Hilaire's facing Houston.
I'd rather have Carson.
True, but to be fair, well, I guess both of them could be really high-scoring games, actually. So
Yeah.
that argument is valid.
Also, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a Thursday night football game, so he's going to get his points out of the way early.
Yeah.
Then he's got Tyreek Hill over Mike Evans. I can see that. Devontae Adams over Odell Beckham Jr. I can see that. George Kittle. They have Travis Kelce projected to have more points than George Kittle.
Travis Kelce's a better tight end.
No.
No, he's not.
He is, and he's got a better quarterback throwing to him.
George Kittle's facing Arizona.
George Kittle's against Arizona. Travis Kelce's against Houston.
I would take Travis Kelce every day of the week. It doesn't matter who fucking Kansas City's against. They're winning.
I'm giving.
The perfect season.
Give me the lost Culkin brother any day of the week. And then they got David Johnson is better than Melvin Gordon. I can see that. And then Buccaneers D is not as good as the Colts D. Okay, I can see that too. Tucker overs their line, obviously. I think the Mahomes-Kelsey connection is going to be too much for anyone, really.
Yeah.
Even though Kittle's the better tight end, Mahomes to Kelsey is probably going to be money.
Yeah. All right, let's look at their benches and see if there's anything.
Good. They got a Singletary and Diggs. He's got like a hard on for the Bills.
You do the same thing. I don't want to hear it.
Suck my heart on.
Noah Fant, how do you think he's going to do this season?
Better tight end is the position that takes the longest to adjust to from college to NFL. So he didn't do terrible last year. He was all right.
Now, being that you just said that, do you think it's going to be even more so for bringing it to the Bills for Gillum, who is now fullback converted to tight end?
He's going to be playing fullback regardless because they have him at tight end, but DeMarco is also on IR, so he's going to be playing fullback more than he's playing tight end right now.
Right.
But yeah, I still think
They're also going to try to split him out wide like they did with DeMarco, but that was dumb.
I think the blocking aspect is what guys struggle to convert from when at tight end.
Yeah.
Not my boy
Yeah.
Lee Smith. He's really the greatest to ever do it.
Your boy Lee Smith holds on every other play.
The greatest to ever do it. Whatever it might be, he's the greatest.
The greatest at holding. I wouldn't change out anything on either of these teams. Maybe I'll change out Melvin Ingram or Melvin Gordon for the other guy. I'd probably put like Diggs in over Gordon because Diggs is facing the Jets. And the only cornerback I can think off the top of my head from that plays for the Jets is Brian Poole. And I don't even know if he's still on the Jets.
Yeah.
So I would take him over Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the Leonard Fournette pick.
I don't either because he's the third back on the depth chart right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like T.Y., but I mean, do I trust Phillip Rivers?
Also, he has Michael Pittman competing for snaps with him now.
True. Do you think they'll try to pull off a trade with T.Y.?
I was thinking that they might try to trade him because he's a free agent next year anyway. And,
Yeah.
I mean, they had a fuck ton of cap space this year anyway. They still have a crap ton, so they might just resign. They might not trade him, so they can resign him. But it depends if this season is a lost cause. And they're selling by the trade deadline. They might.
Yeah.
They might trade him away, and then hand the reins over to Eason.
I can see that. For this other team, I don't know about definitely, but it might just me being really high on DK. But I'd put DK at flex, and then put Because
I like David Johnson versus KC.
I do. I would say put him at starter, but then you're gonna take out Cook. I still feel like Cook's gonna put up numbers, but
Yeah, he always puts up numbers against the Packers. So you would leave him in.
yeah,
Carson against Atlanta, you leave him in. I don't think you touch that lineup. I think the lineup's perfect.
yeah, same. Yeah. All right, and then
This is the
finally,
last one.
Bill Cosby.
This guy is projected to lose by 7 points. All right. So
Wow, okay.
Wilson over Murray. That makes sense. Christian McCaffrey over Saquon. That makes sense. I was going to say, they had Saquon Barkley, and I didn't see the check mark next to him. I'm like, who the hell is he facing that he's not favored? But it's Christian McCaffrey. Kenyon Drake over Miles Sanders. I'm going to say Kenyon Drake is not favored over Miles Sanders when Kenyon Drake is facing San Fran and Miles Sanders is facing Washington. DJ Moore is favored over Kenny Galladay. I also disagree with that. Cortland Sutton is not favored over Adam Thielen. I disagree with that. Mark Andrews is favored over Zach Ertz. Disagree with that, too. This is all wrong. Josh Jacobs is favored over Nick Chubb. Josh Jacobs is against Carolina. Nick Chubb is against Baltimore. Okay, I can see that. And Steelers D against the Giants and the 49ers D versus the Cardinals. I disagree with that, too. Will Lutz over Chris Boswell. Okay, I can see that. Chris Boswell's on the Giants? Oh, no, he's on the Steelers. They just say he was at the Giants. I almost got triggered.
Wait, so you disagree with the defense?
Yeah, I think San Fran will put up more points against the Cardinals than the Steelers' defense put up against the Giants. The Giants have a better O-line than the Cardinals do.
Right, but it's the Giants.
Right, but the 49ers are going to get like twice as many sacks as the Steelers' D is going to be, and the Steelers' D is pretty good.
True. You think in sacks, and I should start doing that because that's...
Sacks are the most likely way they get points. The most common way they get points. Picks, there's like only 1 or 2 a game. Sacks, there can be anywhere up to fucking 12.
If you're Saxonville. Oh, wait. They died 3 years ago.
If Saxonville was like a well-built car, they sold off parts every year to try to pay for the fucking... I don't know. What kind of... I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think. Like a metaphor for Blake Bortles. A burning house? Is Blake Bortles... No, a burning trash can. We'll do a burning trash can.
Burning trash.
To try to just keep putting fuel into a burning trash can. I wouldn't really change anything for the one guy's lineup with Kyler Murray and McCaffrey and them. Maybe I would pick Bell against the Bills over Drake against the 49ers. Because the Bills let up 102 rushing yards on average last year, and Bell is going to be... And they improved their offense. We like to joke about it, but they have improved their offensive line a little bit, and they're going to be relying on the run game a lot. But then again, Adam Gase doesn't like Le'Veon Bell, so maybe he wants to still try to sabotage his season so they don't re-sign him or they can trade him or something. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just put it more on like... Because they have Gore.
Yeah, they do have Gore. They might rely on Gore more because
The old man.
Gore was in Miami when Gase was in Miami. So I don't know if Gase will give him all the carries. So
Yeah,
that even with that, I think that'd be my only change. Maybe I would change. I put Michael Gallup against the Rams in over DJ Moore versus the Raiders. Even though Raiders don't have corners,
I believe in DJ Moore. I like DJ Moore.
I do too, but I think I believe in Michael Gallup more than I believe in DJ Moore, and I believe in Dak Prescott more than I believe in Teddy Bridgewater.
Even with, I feel like or Moore, because who else is?
The Panthers don't have many other weapons. You're right.
Yeah, which I mean that would just mean, well, it would if he was facing a good team mean that he would have to go like against their best corner, but their best corner is I can't.
Yeah, a man who was drafted in the first round instead of the third round, which he was graded in. The other team, I don't think I would change anything either. All these teams are just stacked. So it's really, we're talking about like, oh, this guy or this guy, but it's really they're both like, if you had these guys would be number one guys in anyone else's team.
Yeah.
So it's really just fucking semantics. I don't even know if I used that word right. It just sounded right. Right? Sounded smart?
Yeah.
It sounded right.
Now for reference, I just want to quickly, so we saw what like my team looks like in a 6-person league.
Oh god, are you gonna go to the 20-man draft?
I'm gonna go to the 20-person league real quick.
This man is in a 20-person league.
Take this all in.
Right.
You know,
I have to see.
I'm looking at your
you're nice. You're a pretty good team. And now you're gonna destroy my eyeballs. What is it?
R. Kelly's basement. Starting off, we have Lamar Jackson. I'll go one player.
All right, Lamar Jackson. Got it.
Next, we have Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders. It's a good pickup against Washington.
Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard. He's gonna split a lot of carries with Matt Breida, but my brother's super behind him fantasy wise. Okay. Chark is good. Okay. Brashad Perriman.
I am not against Perriman. I
mean, okay, he had similar stats to Robbie Anderson last year in less games, but it was also on the Bucs offense, which was just gave out passing yards like fucking free candy.
Yeah, but it was also having to deal with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who were just Jesus and Jesus' son. And so
Jesus and Jesus' son. Did Jesus have a son? I don't think he had a son.
I mean, he could if he wanted to.
I don't know. Okay. Next player.
Next player.
But wait, but Brashad Perriman against the Bills?
I didn't adjust these yet.
Okay. Tyler Higbee. Okay.
There's not much after it though, so I mean.
No, that's fair. I respect Tyler Higbee. Okay. Anthony Miller. I think he's gonna have a good season. You in these 20-person drafts, you have to draft people that didn't break out last year that you just think are gonna be good.
Exactly. Cowboys D.
Cowboys D. Okay. I mean, they got Everson Griffin. Michael Bagley. I mean, kickers don't matter.
Yeah. Starting off the bench.
Jonnu Smith he did decent in the playoffs.
I hope that he can kind of, do a little better this year.
Mason Crosby. Why did you draft a backup kicker?
I always do.
Okay. Ito Smith. He's gonna be. I think he's the backup running back now, isn't he? Okay.
I think so.
John Ross, who's buried behind Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, and T. Higgins. But I mean, I think isn't Green hurt?
I expect one or two of their receivers to get hurt.
That's fair.
That's like an injured core. Not as much as someone like Philly, but
right. So next, Tua.
Hopefully he can overtake.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's not even the starter right now.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to overtake Fitzpatrick eventually.
That's fair.
I feel like he might.
Colin Coward predicted it to be week 9 against Arizona. So if you can hold out to week 9.
And he's what week is Lamar? 10? I don't know. But Titans D and Greg Ward.
Titans D and Greg Ward. Greg Ward is a good pickup because Eagles get broke to shit all the time. Who's in free? I want to see who's in free agency in this league because it has to be like nobody's.
Oh my god, free agency is awful. Where do I go to free agency? Where is it?
Go to league.
League
or players. Add players.
Okay, so the top free agent.
Top free agent is Matt Gay. He's a free agent kicker. He's not even on a team, and he's the top free agent fantasy wise. They're all kickers.
Got 2 running backs.
I
picked up Vaughn. I drafted Vaughn, and then
they
I realized I like DM'd a guy on Insta, and he was like, he's probably gonna have like a red shirt year, and I was like, all right, well, whatever.
Antonio Brown. Oh wait. Drop one of your kickers. Keep Crosby. Drop Bagley. Pick up Josh Gordon. He's out week 1, but the Seattle just re-signed him, and they used him a lot last year.
Good. I don't know why I did that. I could just.
Well, hold on. I'm being told he hasn't been reinstated yet.
You've been told he hasn't what?
Been reinstated. Taysom Hill is an option.
As tight end.
As a tight end. His position is tight end on ESPN Fantasy. That is what the
That is really funny.
I would pick him up.
What are
if I He has 19% bust potential for 4.5 points.
Yeah, but if he's at tight end, does that
He's getting you at least a point a game.
It counts all of his offensive production.
Offensive production.
Yeah, if he blocks a kick, it doesn't mean shit.
I mean, his high was 18.
He had 18 points in a game, 2 receptions for a touchdown and 12 yards, 2 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. What was his passing?
Probably something.
Fucking tall-ass white boys that can run fast.
11, 12, 15, and then just 3s and 8s and whatnot.
I would hold off on him. This is literally no one. Everyone who's a free agent has been suspended or opted out. There's Darius Geis, Antonio Brown, Hauschka, the Washington football team's defense. Their defense isn't actually going to be that terrible this year. Devin Duvernay might be a sneaky pickup to get. So will Cole Kmet. They're both rookies, but I mean, I think Cole Kmet could probably beat out Jimmy Graham and I don't know who else is their tight ends there. I don't know, but I'd probably go Duvernay over Kmet.
Because, well, who is...
Devin Duvernay, he's a rookie out of Texas. He's a slot receiver.
Who is he under?
Well, the Ravens don't run a lot of wide receiver sets to begin with, but like Willie Snead, I don't know. Let me look up their depth chart real quick.
Real quick while you do that, I'm gonna do what you said. That Josh Gordon.
Yeah, I would take up Josh Gordon before someone else picks him up.
He's gonna be reinstated.
He's gonna get reinstated, and then when he gets reinstated, everyone's gonna try to scramble to sign him. I would sign him now before he even gets reinstated, because even if he doesn't, you're dropping your backup kicker for him. Ooh, big deal. I would drop. Honestly, I'd drop Bagley over Crosby. He's behind Marquise Brown, Willie Snead. They only have 2 starting wide receivers in this one. Chris Moore, Miles Boykin, Devin Duvernay, James Prochet.
You said drop Bagley over Crosby?
I don't know. Who? I would rather have Mason Crosby than Michael Bagley. The Chargers have like a curse on kicking.
Yeah. Yeah. Kicker, I'll have to move that. Any adjustments? I assume not many.
Yeah. Like you'll probably tweak it for a while. You probably look at your quarterbacks. Quarterbacks probably all gone because if there's 20 people and everyone gets 2 quarterbacks, you're going to be drafting backup quarterbacks. So 2 is probably the best one you could have gotten, to be honest, because he's definitely going to start somewhere down the line.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you feel? Cowboys versus Rams or Titans versus Denver? Cowboys.
I think Cowboys versus Rams is better than Titans D versus Denver D.
I didn't see who they were facing, but now that I see that they're facing Denver,
yeah. Yeah. There's something else that would really change.
Yeah, I'm really hoping. I'm just hoping that like Ward starts getting a lot of.
Yeah, you gotta hope you hit on people. Go to players real quick. See if KJ Hill's available. I'm really high on KJ. I really think he's gonna do good this year. KJ and then Hill.
KJ Hamler.
Not Hamler. No players matching.
Remind me position.
Wide receiver.
Yeah. Just do all real quick so that I can see. Wide receiver.
Yeah, he's on the Chargers. Yeah, he made the roster. Yeah, right there, KJ Hill.
Well, he could be picked up.
He's gonna be their slot receiver. No doubt. It's gonna Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and he's gonna be their starting slot receiver.
Oh well, yeah. I guess we can see that they have Dupree.
Yeah, they have Malachi Dupree apparently.
No way.
But yeah. Did you see the Packers signed Robert Woods to the practice squad, or Robert Foster to the practice squad?
I saw that.
That's pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't get on the starting roster. But yeah, KJ Hill, I would, if anything, keep that name in your back pocket. Like, do the little flag thing. See if anyone ever picks him up. Because if you need someone, like I damn near would even pick him up right now and start him week 1 because he's gonna be facing Cincinnati at the slot receiver position.
Yeah, I mean,
I would start him over Brashad Perriman.
They're doing everyone kind of dirty on the Chargers. They're saying Keenan Allen's the only one that'll do anything.
I would pick him up and start him over Brashad Perriman.
Okay, now who do I release?
Who do you drop? Let me see.
Let's go to bench. At flex, I have a wide receiver, so Ito is really my backup running back.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking John Ross.
Yeah,
you could drop John Ross, or you could drop Josh Gordon just for week 1, and then, or no, no, back out of this. Go back to your team. You could put Josh Gordon on IR because he's out.
Oh,
And it'll free up a space on your roster, and you can sign him for nothing.
I'm not used to that IR spot.
Yeah, you can put Josh Gordon on IR, or
I can't do that.
can you? I don't know.
Because he's-
I don't know how to do it on. I don't know how to do it on the computer, but he's out. So whenever you can, put him on IR, and then, or you can put John Ross on IR because if they have an injury thing, they can go on the IR. I have what's his face from the 49ers on IR. The wide receiver, really good in the Super Bowl. Deebo Samuel. He's questionable with a foot injury. I have him on IR, and he's only questionable. Josh Gordon is, yeah, he had his foot surgery a couple weeks ago. So Josh Gordon can go on IR. I know he can. I just don't know how to do it on the computer. And then I would pick up KJ Hill and start him over Rashad Perriman. Definitely, 100%. And if I'm wrong, you can, I don't know, slap the shit out of me. I don't care. Not you.
Since I can't. Well,
Yeah, I would put Anthony Miller in at your wide receiver spot, and then put KJ Hill at the flex.
At the flex, yeah. I'm gonna have this ready. Where am I going here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move him out later.
Okay. And then, all right. So yeah, do that later. But real quick, go pull up week 1 schedule. We're just gonna do this real quick and then end this off.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna.
I'll just.
do I
I
have
already-
pen down here? We're gonna go through week 1 and then just predict the games, and then we'll have our record for next. And Brody and
Yep.
Kyle would like to join in on this part.
Gotcha.
All right, let me adjust the mic. All right, so now it's facing the whole room, so now everyone can hear you guys. You gotta speak up though a little bit.
I've never had a problem being loud in my life.
I had a feeling. Okay, so we'll do Owen, Kyle. Kyle, you can stop complaining. You're on an episode of the podcast now.
Ah.
Brody and Taber. Okay, so game 1, Thursday Night Football. Texans at Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 9.5 points.
Come on. I mean, are we really?
We all know who's winning that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyle, you take the Texans? No.
No.
Okay. That's
Oh my god.
No, but I'm saying, like, are we doing, like, the exact score that we think?
No, we're just gonna guess
No.
win.
So I was
A
gonna
lot
do the
too
exact-
little.
I was
All
gonna
right.
do the exact score, but alright.
Eagles at Washington. I'm assuming you're taking Chiefs, Taber.
Yeah, of course.
First game on that they have down. Eagles at football team. That's so.
Eagles at football team.
That was so to say.
You're not allowed to say that. You're
Yeah.
not
I'll bleep myself. I'll bleep myself
I'm
out.
allowed to say that.
I'll bleep myself out. I edit this stuff.
Philly!
That's a fair statement.
I'm the one who edits this.
Philly!
Philly.
I'd take a cheesesteak.
All right. Fuck you guys. I'll be different. I'll go football team.
Why though?
Their defense.
Because you want to be different.
Yeah, and I like their defense. And and fuck cancer. Go Ron Rivera.
Okay. Agreed.
Fine.
But this
Yeah,
is football.
you're right.
You can't just
You're right,
unless you can explain it, man. You know.
I like their defense more than I like the Eagles' defense.
Yeah, but I truly disbelieve in the statement that defense wins championships because it doesn't. I don't think it does.
The Chiefs did just win the Super Bowl over the 49ers, who their number 1 team was
Exactly.
defense. That's fair. All right, next game: Dolphins at Patriots.
Miami.
Oh shit!
You're kidding.
Miami.
Did you just go Miami?
You're kidding.
He had no hesitation. He said Miami.
Upgraded defense,
I've
better
been
offensive
debating this
weapons
this
year,
whole time.
Miami.
I
Not
really don't know.
facts. Not facts.
I'm going Pats.
I'm going Pats.
Miami, bro. Miami by 8.
By 8.
Yes. 8.
You're on crack.
You want to bet?
No,
Yes.
I'll put money on that.
Miami just winning? So I'll put it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20. Get in here.
$20.
Oh, Miami.
$20. You pay.
I'm gonna go Miami.
That's fine.
Tabor's going Miami.
But if you Taber.
Yes, Taber!
All right,
Oh Jesus! Next game: Packers at Vikings.
Packs. Go Pack, go.
Yeah.
Give me some cheese, put it on top of my head.
Who'd you pick, Tabor?
Packs.
Packs.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Why though? Why would
Better team.
The better overall team.
Who's he gonna throw to? Adams, all 95 freaking completions.
You
all
can
game?
throw it to me. I don't care. He's
You ain't
winning.
gonna catch it.
All right, Colts at Jaguars. This is
Indianapolis.
yeah.
Give me the U.
That's what I thought. Are you gonna be stupid? Are you gonna be stupid?
You're asking me to pick between a Mustang and a Prius. What do you think?
So you're making me pick between a Mustang and a Prius. That's funny. And Mustang, I get it, because Colts. Horse.
Yeah, man.
That's a good one. Yeah, man. All right, Bears at Lions. Oh, that's a fantastic game.
Oh, my.
I'm definitely, that's my must-see game of the week right there. I'm going, I don't know.
Okay. Despite my earlier statement, in this case, defense does win them the game.
So Bears?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go Lions.
Lions?
Detroit.
Lions?
You can't have shit in Detroit, man.
Detroit, man.
As
Good football teams, good sports teams.
As long as Trubisky's the quarterback and Eddie Piñeiro's the kicker, Detroit's winning.
Okay, I'm going to go with
And
Lions.
both of those are true statements.
I'm going with the Lions for that one. Raiders at Panthers. Raiders.
Run CMC.
But that's all they have.
That's all they need to beat the Raiders.
I'm going to go with Teddy. Carolina's got it.
Really?
Oh,
Carl's being ballsy.
And
All right.
Teddy Bridgewater is pretty good.
All right. I'm about to ask 4 Bills fans who's going to win Jets at Bills.
Bills.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Go ahead, stupid question, though.
You know, Oakland put Mariota on IR today. Which means
Who's
Peterman's
Oakland?
the backup again.
Who's Oakland?
Oh, in Las Vegas. Las Vegas put Mariota on IR, which is
Nathan Peterman
fucking
backup.
Peterman's the backup again. Oh, yeah.
Woo! Browns at Ravens.
Baltimore. By a fucking landslide of 28 points.
Isn't it like split a lot? Isn't it?
Yeah, they split last year.
I'll put 28 on
They
it.
split
The
last
Ravens
year.
lost to the Browns week 1 last year.
Oh, but but that
then
was
Baltimore
because...
went on a fucking crazy-ass run.
And to be fair, they
One Ravens.
They didn't have the chemistry, you know?
Yeah.
Baltimore by a lot. Maybe not 28, but a lot.
I'll go Baltimore by like a field
At
goal.
least 2 touchdowns.
I think it'll be fairly
It'll
close.
be close. It'll be close.
I hate the Browns.
Seahawks at Falcons. They're giving the Seahawks 1.5 in the spread. They think the Falcons are going to be within 1.5 of the Seahawks.
What?
Yeah, that's the spread. If I had a card, if I was doing a card this week, I'm playing that. I'm putting like $100 on that one alone.
Yeah, that's a.
That's a no-brainer. Seattle's gonna win even with like they'll win by like at least 7.
Seattle by a touchdown, yeah.
I give more than a touchdown.
1.5 points is nothing. It's less than a field goal. They're predicting like a 21-20 game.
Yes. Thanks.
That makes me so angry.
I don't. Now I know that a field goal is worth more than 1 point.
Well, I didn't know if people watching know what a spread is. Chargers at Bengals.
Joe fucking Burrow by a safety.
Safety. I'm taking Tyrod.
I can fucking light up with a fucking victory cigar.
Oh, okay then. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Bungles.
Bungles? I'm the only one going to LA in this one?
We're 4 Bills fans. We know what Tyrod can do.
I'm just
And
saying.
it ain't much.
I'm just saying Joe Burrow is gonna light the charge.
I like Joe Burrow,
In my opinion.
but I also like Tyrod.
If Lamar is from like Walmart, Tyrod Taylor is from the flea market, but not the good flea market, like the flea market that the hillbillies host in the trailer
The
park.
flea market that actually sells fleas.
Exactly.
Cardinals at 49ers.
San Fran.
49ers, come on.
It'll be closer this year because Cardinals.
Hold
are
on, because
better
Taber
off.
thinks Murray's going to win the MVP, so...
Oh, he's on fucking.
MVP.
You are on that young.
Hey. Let's be real.
I said-
He's not going to win it because Drew Lock's going to win it. Let's be real here.
I can't wait to put you through a folding table.
San Francisco by a touchdown. It's gonna be closer because the Cardinals have a revamped.
What do you think, Taber? Come on. They got both San Francisco. I'm not saying mine yet.
You know, if I'm gonna be high on Kyler Murray for a hot takes, then I'm gonna
You're gonna stick with it?
down on him.
Arizona it is.
I'm strong.
I'm joining you with Arizona.
Really?
Really.
Why?
Isaiah Simmons to check the running back / George Kittle.
He's not that good.
Exactly. George Kittle is buns, so he can get
No,
checked
I'm
by
not
anyone.
saying that one. I'm saying Isaiah Simmons ain't gonna be that good.
And I just believed in that offense.
I don't.
All right.
Coming from someone who snapped to a 5'6" quarterback, 5'6" quarterbacks can suck my dick for the rest of my life. Keyshawn, if you heard that, I love you to death. You're my best friend in the world. Fucking grow a few inches, please.
I'm telling him to watch this. Buccaneers at Saints.
New Orleans.
This is actually the game of the week.
New Orleans.
This is the game
This
of
is
the week.
Brady versus Breeze.
Will Lutz by a field goal.
Not Will Lutz. He's winning. That's it.
Will
There's
Lutz.
no team.
Just Will Lutz.
Yes.
Will Lutz, the man himself. It's going to be 3-0. He's going to play shut up.
Lutz.
It's going to be 0-0-3. That's going to be the score.
All right, who are you picking, Taber?
Thanks.
Saints? And you?
I mean, I hate Tom Brady. I hate him. By God, if he was standing in front of my truck, I'd wreck my truck to hit him. And I love my truck. I do. But Jameis Winston had those kind of stats.
And he beat the Saints last year.
With a similar, I'm not going to say the same offense, with a similar offense. And now, I got to go Bucks, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, but is
I gotta
Jameis
go
Winston
Bucks.
figuring it out play style gonna
You'll see.
produce? Is gonna be the same or
You'll see.
He's
be
asking
better or
he's
worse
asking
than
you
Tom Brady's play style? Like,
He's asking you because Winston's playstyle favored that system more. Is Brady's playstyle going to translate?
No. No, sorry, no, that's not what I meant. It's gonna work, is what I meant. Because when you get a player like Tom Brady, because we can all admit he's a fucking good player, you conform your system. You don't ask a player like that to conform to your system. You conform your system to that player.
Yeah, Bruce. I don't think Bruce Arians would have signed him if they were gonna
Try
make
and force him into a
into
system.
that system.
Yeah, you
I'll
change
go
the
Bucks.
system.
I'll go Bucks. Cowboys at Rams. Another ugly game.
How about them Cowboys?
I'm going Rams just because you said that.
I don't know. I really that actually, out of everything, that might have been for some reason the game I care about the least.
I definitely don't care about this game at all because it's
Jared
Cowboys.
Goff is gonna hop back on shit, and the Rams are gonna win.
I swear to God, he was such a liability. He was.
Don't be a liability. Don't be a liability.
He's gonna hop back on shit. Rams win by 10.
What about you, Taber?
Who the Rams even have?
Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Cam Akers,
Um,
Tyler Higbee,
That one other.
Aaron Donald,
Okay.
Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters,
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
Fuck Jalen.
Taber, who you got?
between Cowboys and Rams, Cowboys.
Cowboys. You just like saying, "How about them Cowboys?"
How about them Cowboys? I fucking hate the Cowboys. 2 Super Bowls in a row.
So who's gonna win?
Tie.
You're gonna predict a tie?
Damn near.
All right,
Damn.
I'm writing it down. Tie for you.
Thank you.
Predicting a tie.
Tie.
Damn
Predicting the
fucking
first tie.
If you actually correctly pick a tie, if you correctly guess a tie, I'm gonna buy you like a $300 watch, like a
Gotcha.
Rolex.
Keyshawn owes me a Rolex, but whatever.
All right, Steelers
I
at
hope you heard
Giants.
that too, Key.
Steelers at Giants.
Steelers by 2
Steelers.
touchdowns.
And I don't know what it is. Everyone's sucking the shit out of the Steelers this year, but I'm not in the hype. But they
Steelers
still
by
beat
2
the Giants.
Steelers by 2 touchdowns.
Who did you say?
That's unfair.
Who did you say?
Giants
Taber? You said
defense just ain't
Pittsburgh.
that good.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
That's
You said Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You said
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Simple philosophies. Giants defense just isn't that good.
Go ahead and argue your side, Taber. What are you picking?
Steelers.
Steelers. Picking the Steelers.
Doesn't have to argue
Do
much.
you have any argument whatsoever?
No.
Because I'm going with New York Giants.
Why?
Happy I said earlier, but you can figure out what I said when you edit.
Oh, jeez. All right, so on hot takes,
Daniel Jones,
I predicted them to win the division. Check out that episode of Hot Takes.
I watch all your podcasts.
Now,
Thank you.
Now
You're a
I'm
true
gonna,
friend.
Now I'm gonna have to watch it.
You're not a true friend.
He hasn't watched any.
I know he
I
hasn't
watch
because
them all.
he's spiteful. He hasn't watched anything because I haven't let him on an episode yet. But so my argument is their offensive line is drastically improved. They have
Well, you know what? When you have fucking dirt worms for your fucking offensive line,
Besides Nate Solder, who just opted out.
anyway. Their offensive line is improved. Their receivers still kind of iffy. They got
the
gold.
same receivers they had.
Right, but now they're healthy. They were all hurt last year. Golden
Their
Tate was
defense is
hurt.
balling.
Their defense may be buns, but they can at least stop the. I don't trust Big Ben on a surgically repaired elbow.
me either.
So coming back, they at least still have some pieces on defense.
No, but it's still that's
And
The
the
Giants-
Steelers under Mike Tomlin always play. They lost to the Raiders when the Raiders were 1-10. They always play down to their competition.
I understand, but that's the Giants and the Panthers are in the same boat. They have a fucking running back.
That's fair. But I'm saying the Steelers always put on competition, and the Giants' offensive line is drastically improved. I'm just you asked my reasoning. That's my reasoning. Fine. All right. Sunday night football. That was Sunday night football. Monday night football is Titans at Broncos.
Denver by field goal.
Why do you keep giving by points?
Because that one's gonna be very, 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 very close.
What did you take?
I think this may be my
Game
game to watch.
This is your game of the week.
Why is this your game of the week?
I really like this Titans versus Broncos. I really like that matchup.
I mean, I'm gonna watch you just so I can get wet watching Drew Lock. But I mean,
Okay.
Well, dude, what? Why? What is your? We'll get into this later.
I'm gonna have so many sound bites from this episode. So all right. So this is your game of the week. Who are you taking?
Broncos.
Broncos. Bro, Dad.
That's what they call me. It's not necessarily appropriate anymore, but not the fucking Broncos. Man.
You're taking the Titans.
Fuck the Broncos.
I'm taking Broncos.
I know you're taking the Broncos.
But do you know why I'm taking the Broncos?
Yeah, because
Because I'm fucking Drew Lock!
No, because of Bradley Chubb. Fuck out of here.
you're
Bro.
such a liar.
Bro, it's his
You
first
really
game.
are.
You're right.
Drew Lock, you would suck the skin off of fucking Drew Lock.
If I could what's
If you
what's his
put-
name? Buffalo. If I could Buffalo Bill someone and cut their skin off and wear it as a people suit, I would do it to Drew Lock. He is handsome. He is good at football. And he's gonna win the MVP.
Don't post that.
ever say that, ever.
If you post that soundbite, that's gonna be the last fucking episode you ever do. 'Cause
Whatever,
we're gonna be
bro.
visiting you behind bars. But first, if you put a garden hose in a fucking cardboard cutout of Drew Lock right through his crotch, you could suck a fucking golf ball through that cocksucker.
And that's been the episode of the Weekly
Suck the
Huddle.
fucking chrome off a trailer hitch as long as I say Drew Lock.
Can you come back and watch this episode?
Chris is like this.
Any last words?
You guys, please stay tuned. Sometimes towards the end of the year, I will be putting Owen's dumbass through a folding table because Drew Lock will get benched by week fucking 0 because he sucks. I promise.
These are my friends.
You made the bet.
You're right.
Owen's a fucking idiot.
All right, Taber, any last remarks? He's literally speechless.
Was it the golf ball garden hose thing or the
Great
chrome
white
off
for
the trailer
defensive
hitch?
player of the year. That's what I gotta say.
Oh, Trevor, defensive player. I agree.